your jaw.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello. Thank you for joining us. I forgot what I was doing. Welcome back to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
It's been a long day.
And I'm laughing because right before she hit the record button, Shaggy, our beautiful little dog there, was licking the tripod.
Oh, because that's what you do when you do this. But yes, like I was saying, thank you for joining us. This is the Dollar Store Drive-In, where we do a show on Wednesday-ish nights, and also a podcast. So we're going to do our darndest to make sure that we are mindful of the fact that people cannot see, our dogs and all that fun business, and Joel doing all of his fun things. But if you're listening to the podcast and you would like to, then watch it. It would be also a fun thing for you, I'm sure.
Yeah,
watching him do his weird miming.
Watch at tinglertelevision.com and on the YouTube channel for just look up Tingler Television. For the interim, by the time you see this, hopefully it'll be back up on Roku. But in the interim, it is there too as well. So
yes, so Tingler Television and YouTube. Did you say YouTube?
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So Dollar Store Drive-In, if this is your first time watching, is a half-hour chat show where my lovely husband here and I have watched a movie that we usually get from the Dollar Tree, the Dollar Store, maybe Salvation Army. Sometimes people send them to us. But the criteria is it has to be under $5 and it has to be either horror-related, sci-fi-related, some sort of fantasy kind of ish related sort of business.
Sort of something or another. And who knows? Sometimes people even send us movies.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
And if you have a stack of movies that you just don't know what to do with, and they're, one of those types of things, typically horror,
yeah,
send them
on our way. Yeah.
You can reach us at contact@thenewlydeads.com. We'll get your info and we'll hook something up, yo.
Yeah. And how did I do on the intro? I feel like I did pretty well on that one.
You hit all the high points.
I wasn't doing a lot of ums and ahs.
No,
didn't feel like it, at least.
Like
but this week we watched Evil Little Things.
Yep.
Yes, Evil Little Things. Time to play. Zach Galligan is in it.
We all know Zach Galligan.
Do you know who Zach Galligan is? I'm going to give you a couple seconds.
Oh.
And then maybe Mr. Newlydead will pop something up on the screen, and then we will tell them. Yes, Gremlins. I just had to wait a second because I also want the listeners to be able to answer.
Yeah, that's fun. It's a good idea. I like it.
All right. Should I read the synopsis?
You should, because that way we'll all know what's going on. Because it was.
You're right. It does look like a boglin. Yeah,
just a little bit. I think it's the eyes.
Yes.
And the wrinkles.
And the nose. It's got like a boglin nose and a weird mouth. Okay. Anyways. A young boy finds a mystical toy maker with stories to tell. The first is of a leprechaun seeking revenge on a defenseless family. The second is a doll who works evil on her fragile owner. This other weird sentence. And then the last one is the toy maker gives a boy a clown named Giggles. Clowns are supposed to be the guardians of happiness, right? Who said that? These evil little things will cause you many sleepless nights.
I think the movie people said that because I've never heard that before. I mean, I guess technically they're supposed to be like, they're supposed to be funny, but the guardians of happiness? I don't know about that.
Yeah. I love a good anthology. I like anthology movies, TV shows, whatever, they're all, I love them. They're my jam. And so I was very excited to watch this. And yeah.
We have thoughts.
We do have thoughts.
And things.
Yes.
And whatnots.
Yes. For sure.
Or
definitely do. Yeah. So I think Mr. Newlydead is going to play the trailer right now.
Yep. First I have to get it up here. So
Yeah.
where is it coming
Should I
from?
whistle for it?
And where?
Yep, it's just going to pop up right here in between us.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to play the trailer, and then we will be back to discuss our thoughts and things.
That's a weird trailer.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
There's a monster in my room.
Where?
Under my bed.
Oh,
See if you can find that.
hello.
Oh,
Are you looking for something specific or just browsing? Everything in this store has a story to tell.
What are you doing?
Compliments of room service, dearest Abby. Did you think you could fool me?
We're back.
And front.
And front.
Sad to say.
Yes.
So real quick before we get into the meat and potatoes of this Boglin free episode, we should say that if it is 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time or 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on a Wednesday night, you can typically find us in the chat, which will either be at tinglertelevision.com or at YouTube, depending on where it ends up. Hopefully by this time it'll be on Roku, but you can chat with us there. We're usually there eating our dinner after we've watched or while we're watching the show, after we've recorded the next week's show. But if for some reason it's not there, you can always reach out to us on our Facebook page, and we're happy to talk to you anytime.
Yes.
So
Thank you for that. I forgot that part.
that's all right.
Sorry.
That's why we're a team.
That is fine.
So as always, I take notes when we watch things. So on my notes, we draw things, and I think for our upcoming thing that we'll talk about later on in the show, Mrs. Newlydead here is going to put something together so you can see these notes. I don't know if they're that exciting, but you'll see them.
I'm excited about it.
So I drew a real boy and a wooden arm, kind of like Pinocchio. It's got a little joint on it. And then I drew a ghost that says, ghost. And then it says, Jennifer Tilly-esque. That's in relation to something that happened in the film. I forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
But a little bit of color there, just a little pop
I
of
see
color.
it's like kind of gray.
A little bit of pop.
A little bit of pop.
Well, there's some blue there too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So Evil Little Things is from 2019. Currently sitting at 3.7 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This is directed by Matt Green, who is known for A Zombie Invasion. Not literally causing a zombie invasion, but from the film called A Zombie Invasion. Slaw. I don't think it's actually about...
Slaw?
Yeah, I don't think it's actually about coleslaw, but it's called Slaw. Oh, I think it was a Saw parody, maybe. I think it's a short film, if I remember correctly.
Slaw.
And Loaded Dice. And the reason I put that one on there is because I believe, if memory serves me, something about the cast or cast members was interesting. So this was written by Yasmin Bakhtiari. Pardon me if I butchered your name. Who wrote this movie, and that was it.
Oh.
One and done.
They're like, man,
so
this is my masterpiece.
And then Nancy Knight, who also wrote this movie and one short film, and apparently is either working on something else or just decided that this was it.
What year was it from?
2019.
Oh.
So it's a fairly recent film.
So maybe they're still working on things. Maybe they're kids.
They have like small children writing the movies?
No, like, maybe they're like youngins.
Like youths?
Yeah, because we're not kids.
We're not kids.
We're
not
old.
anymore.
We're old.
So this stars one Zach Galligan, who we mentioned is from Gremlins 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Waxwork 1 and 2,
1 and 2.
which we watched not that long ago, actually. And Hatchet 3. Lots of sequels there.
Just 3.
Just 3. This also stars Hannah Fierman, who has come up on this show recently because she was in the original VHS. And then the spin-off, Siren, which was her solo movie as that character. She was also in Terror Trips, which I don't know what that's about, but it sounds like it maybe is spooky. And a movie called Hold Me.
Hold me.
I like to be held.
You do.
This also stars L.A. Winters, which is kind of an oxymoron. I mean, I guess they have cold weather in L.A. And if you go like to the northern, like
Maybe
the
it's
mountainous
low
areas,
winters.
they have low winters. They are known for the movie Manhunter. That would be the Michael Mann original Thomas Harris Hannibal Lecter movie. They were in Logan Lucky, which if you've not seen that Steven Soderbergh movie, it is funny and very good. And The Unbreakable Bunch, which I guess is maybe like if you took The Unbreakable and The Wild Bunch and made it into a movie. I don't know. It just sounded interesting.
The Unbreakable Bunch?
The Unbreakable Bunch. Or it's the Brady Bunch if they were all superheroes.
Oh.
And finally, Jeff McKnight, who was in One Missed Call, which I think both of us have seen.
I have seen One Missed Call.
I actually have the
I like the ringtone.
box set over there of the trilogy of the original Japanese films. He was in Sick People.
Oh, yeah.
What? You know Sick People?
I think so.
I don't know. And A Zombie Invasion.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Circle back around there to
Maybe
the
I was just
beginning.
thinking of Sick.
Oh, well, there was a movie called Sick.
Yeah.
Incidentally, a lot of the actors were in this, like they were in other movies by Matt Green, if I remember correctly. So I guess he's doing something right. All right. So at this point, my wife turns to me and says,
What'd you think?
and I say, I had high hopes.
I
really
know.
did.
I already said that. I had high hopes too.
Because, I like Zach Galligan. Hannah Fierman is fine.
You like anthologies like I do.
I like anthologies like my wife does. The box art actually didn't look too shabby. It looked like it could be like Full Moon Entertainment, Charles Band kind of.
And it kind of started that way.
Puppet Master, Demonic
It
Toys.
did start Puppet Mastery.
It had elements of that. Kid goes into a toy store with his mom. Toy maker is a little
weird,
a little sus, kind of like Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. Mickey Rooney's a little sus, and he's got Jerry Petto or whatever the kid's name was.
Yes.
Jim Petto. No, it's something. Anyway.
It was supposed to be like Geppetto, but it sounded more like
Pino.
Yeah.
I
was like,
Oh, the kid's name was Pino. That's right. Pino was the son, and
he was like
Petto or
whatever.
Jay. I don't know what his name was.
Petto.
Anyway, so the first thing I wrote here is
because Pinocchio.
Exactly. Yeah. Petto and Pinocchio. Yep. Zach is a dick, a real dick, but not a real dick.
A dick, a real dick, but not a real dick.
Zach Galligan in this movie did his utmost best to be
a poop eater,
threatening, and like
a
poop eater of sorts. I'm not sure if he's into coprophagia, but he was attempting to. I don't know. He was trying really, really hard, and he seems like a nice guy. I like him as an actor. He's done some good things, but he was miscast, in my opinion. Because there's a scene because the opening scene is the wraparound story, and in the second part of that wraparound story, which is the end of the movie, he's getting really supposed to be kind of violent and like he's been drinking or something. I don't know. He's just very angry, and he's got kind of a higher register voice. And he just comes off as usually being a nice guy when he doesn't want to be. And I couldn't buy that he was going to hurt anybody or he was violent.
Because he's not a real dick.
Right. He was trying to be, but he wasn't. I felt like the look in the movie was kind of above average for Dollar Tree fare. It almost felt like, something that could have been in the theaters. Just almost. Yeah.
I told you, it reminded me of, the Puppet Master kind of.
Very much had that feel. It was very slow and plain.
It was very slow.
And why do you say that?
Well, hang on.
Okay.
So yeah, it was very slow because like I feel like the first story, the leprechaun, was like half the movie. I ended up like looking at the thing and I'm just like, why? Like, if this is supposed to be an anthology, don't you want to make it kind of a little even?
You'd think so.
But they didn't.
And you'd also think that, like, typically an anthology has between 3 to 5 stories in a wraparound. We just watched Vault of Terror and Tales from the Crypt, the 1972-73 films from Amicus.
Amazing, by the way.
And each of those had 5 stories. There was no well, there was a wraparound.
Oh, yeah.
The characters start out.
Yeah.
And then, and each one of those films was probably like,
especially the Tales from the Crypt.
Like 10 to 15 minutes for each segment, maybe.
Yeah.
Just a guess.
Yeah.
But this one, they felt necessary to really like.
Yeah, like unnecessarily long story.
Yeah.
For the leprechaun.
I would have rather had a short film that had 3 segments or add a couple more segments than to just drag out the 2 that they had.
Yeah. The reason that he asked me why I thought it was slow is because I fell asleep. I fell right to sleep.
To be fair, she had a long day.
I did. I got home late.
She was tired.
Yeah.
So maybe we should have waited to watch the movie. Maybe.
Yeah. It was Galentine's Day, so I'm celebrating with my friend. I had a heavy meal. There's just lots of reasons.
It just, it was poor timing, but it also spoke to the film itself because even I was like, okay, this really is just like.
He wasn't even mad at me.
I was like, this is dragging.
Like sometimes he's like tries to poke me.
I'll try and get her awake if it's something that's like really that I'm like, she needs to see this, or we'll wait and we'll finish it later, or we'll rewatch it. And the second story, did you remember anything of the second story?
Yeah.
Abby the doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
she
do?
had a broken face or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Give you a broken face.
Yeah.
That's what Zach Galligan was saying. No. Yeah. She had a weird accent. She's a jerk, and that's where the Jennifer Tilly-esque comes in because the characterization of Abby the doll. Sorry, I'm petting my dog because he was trying to chew on his foot again. Sounds like Jennifer Tilly has kind of a high-pitched voice and kind of a weird kind of accent to it. And I don't know why, but I couldn't put my finger on it, but something was just off about the whole like story. And I think maybe it was partially the characterization and the fact that the doll had glowing red eyes and that it was cracky. The face was all cracky, but like that seemed to even change, like depending on the shot.
It's like they oops, we broke the first model we had. Now we have to make a new one.
Or like the one that like did things like had glowing eyes or
yeah,
head turned,
animatronics to it was like plastic or something, and the other one was like porcelain.
And I really wanted to like it because it kind of was semi-interesting, the storyline. I liked the protagonist, and I was interested in kind of what the story was going. But as it just went on, it just got less and less interesting. And then they got to the final wraparound, and like I said, Zach Galligan just doesn't sell what happens because the little boy, what happens is the mom is very hesitant after the toy maker tells the kid the story about the leprechaun that is trying to kill the lady, and then the story about Abby the doll that then, we'll just say tries to kill her owner. Well, I won't give you specifics in case you want to watch it. But needless to say, obviously it's a horror movie, so somebody's going to try to kill somebody, and it's in this case the doll's trying to kill the people. And so he tells the kid the story about these dolls that are in his shop, and the mom's like, I don't think he should be taking home any of these. Maybe we'll go to another store and find something that's not got so much history to it. And he's like, well, what about this one? I just made this or whatever, or just got it, and it's a clown. And he talks about how it's the protector of good
of happiness.
Yeah.
The guardian of happiness.
Guardian, that's the word. I knew it was a strange word choice.
Oh, that's why you said that they say it in the movie.
Yeah, needless to say, the toy maker's got kind of greasy hair and looks kind of sus.
Yeah.
So the kid's like, yeah, I like this guy. He's cool or whatever. And the toy maker's like, well, he doesn't have a name. And so the kid calls the clown Giggles. Well, Giggles goes home with the kid, and Papa is being a tool barn, and things happen. And the ending is just like super abrupt. Like, I'm like, did it just end? What just happened? It's almost like the ending of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, you know?
Yeah,
Like-
or he's like pointing.
Which that is terrifying, but in this case, it's what happens is not terrifying. It's just kind of like, is there more to the story? Like, is somebody else dying? Is somebody gonna like bring to the attention of what just happened? I don't know. It felt,
Unfinished.
yeah,
Or
it
like
felt-
rushed. Like, oh, we ran out of budget
Or like-
funding or whatever. So they're like,
The writers were like,
I'm done. They're like,
That's
oh,
good.
it's 2019. It's going to be COVID next year. It's like they predicted it or something. And they're like, I'm done.
They're like, man, we'll just call it a day. I got to get back to my job
Yeah.
doing other
Or they're like,
things.
ooh, we're going to write an even better one next year. And then COVID hit. And then they were like,
And there wasn't another year.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was 2024.
exactly.
What happened?
I know.
And Evil Little Things 2 never happened.
Nope.
That's okay. We've got like 12 Puppet Master movies and like 4 or 5 Demonic Toy movies and a bunch
There's
of other
enough.
stuff. There's a lot of those doll movies. And now all the Demonic Toy movies have spin-offs. There's like Baby Oopsie's got 3 movies. And I don't know. There's a whole bunch of like, Charles Band, you're a just like, you're like the Roger Corman of killer doll movies and B grade whatever. I'm reading his autobiography right now, which I think I've mentioned on this before, and it is fascinating. That dude, I don't know quite how I feel about him as a person necessarily, but it's a good read. So if you're looking for something, check it out. Joel Bob says, check it
Joel.
out.
You got to stop saying that.
Hey, I want Joe Bob to reach out because
Because he's going to say, here's my attorney.
I don't want that. I
Yeah,
just wanna go
so
hang out
stop
with him and
saying
Darcy
Joel
and
Bob.
talk movies. and
Yeah,
you can see exactly how much I don't know about movies.
you can say Joel Bob. Not Bob.
So, what at this point, I guess maybe
Yeah,
give
you want to
rating?
rate it?
Yeah,
On a scale of 0 to 5 or whatever, out of 5 boglins.
you're gonna go with the bottom.
Yeah,
I never had a boglin. That was kind of after my time, but I know what
my
they are.
brother loved boglins.
They're cool. They still making them.
I
Actually,
know.
they made like
He's got some.
they made like ones that are like characterizations. Like there was a clown one, and there was I don't know. They made some newer ones
Yeah,
recently.
he liked his boglins.
They were cute.
Yeah.
I like the My Pet Monster thing. Like monsters were big for a while. Like you could buy toys of all kinds of different kinds of monsters, and then kind of died out for a while, and then now it's a little bit back, and now they're making them all for people our age,
Yeah.
which is cool. But there was something fun about monsters that were designed for kids that are kind of kid friendly.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. But anyway, okay. So out of 5 boglins,
Out of 5 boglins.
I mean, there were some things to appreciate, but overall, I felt like the whole thing was lacking. So because of Zach and Hannah and the Boglin tie-in, I'll give it 0.75.
I will give it a 0.5.
So you started out at like a negative, and then you fell asleep, so you had to give it at least a 1. Or was that no?
No, it's the other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah, I was going to give it like a 1.5.
Wow, you're much more generous than I these days. That's okay.
I mean, whatever.
It's okay.
Okay, so,
Ooh, Shaggy, I hope you're
I
okay.
blew that one up.
I like how she makes the sound effect when she drops it, because
Yeah.
I'll put the sound effect in. She makes the sound. It's so cute. I love my wife.
So-
Anyway, it's Valentine's Day currently, so
Yes, that's why I'm wearing
Love is
my
in the air.
Halloween leggings.
I'm wearing
And
my
I'm
Valentine-
wearing red because
No.
I don't usually wear this bright of colors, but
She doesn't.
it's and I've got some Halloween pair eyewear little toppers.
Hey, Pear, if you want to sponsor us, this lady over here.
Look at that.
That's
I'm wearing
keeping
your
your kids in
glasses.
diapers.
I wear your glasses every day, but I've got some toppers on today. They're pink and they have little hearts and bees on them. I don't know why the bees, but maybe it's because
Be
mine.
mine. That's what I was
Ah.
thinking.
Okay, so if they don't want to watch this movie, what should they watch, Joel?
So to circle back around to a name that has come up several times during this episode, I am going to recommend 1986's Dolls, which we just recently watched on the Empire box set, Enter the Video Store, which is a fantastic set from Arrow. It was directed by Stuart Gordon. Charles Band of Empire Pictures. It was one of his original films. And it's not like my favorite demonic doll movie, but it ties in nicely with this one. It's not a anthology film, but there's a lot of dolls in it, like there is in the second story in this movie. And it just felt kind of like this was the spiritual successor to that. So that's what I'm gonna say, and I'm sticking to it.
All right then.
And it's fun. It's a fun watch. We've never seen it.
Yeah. And then what are we watching next week?
Next week, from the big random box of fun,
I'm excited
we are
about this.
watching. Give it to you.
Yes. Navy SEALs versus Demons.
Not to be confused with Navy SEALs with Charlie Sheen and Michael Biehn, or
But it is from the producers of Navy SEALs versus Zombies.
yes, I was just gonna say there is another movie that
Whoa.
is very similar.
There's a long synopsis.
Holy crap-oli.
Before I get to the synopsis, I want to give a shout out to my coworker, Anne. She's the one that gave this movie to us. So when he was talking about, if you've got a big box of movies that you're trying to get rid of and you want to send them on our way, she randomly was talking to me at work one day and talking about how she likes horror movies and that she's seen the Killer Couch and the Killer Donut and the Killer Weave. And then I was like, those sound amazing. And then she's like, she goes, I've got a whole box of like movies that she doesn't want anymore. And Joel collects, physical media. So she brought them into work. We've got a whole big stack of them. So he interspersed them through, anyways, whatever. Put them in between all of our other movies. And so now we've got we'll pull an Anne video.
We'll give her a shout out every time we do it.
Yep.
And,
thank you, Anne.
if you want to be like Anne,
contact us at contact@thenewlydeads.
And if you'd like to hear me discuss the joys of physical media with the Mad Bloods, go to the Mad Bloods channel on youtube.com. I'll put it here, but it's MADBLUDS. And check out we just had a conversation last Friday and just got posted today. It's a good time. And it'll probably happen again. So
awesome.
Check it out.
All right. So let me get through this giant synopsis back here. And there's some, I'm already blown away.
If you get past anything that's plot and it starts to get into like starring so-and-so of such and such, you can probably skip that part.
Agreed.
All right. I'm ready.
Jack County was like any other Texas town in the Bible Belt. It was a place where your soul meant more than your paycheck and where the little things in life mattered most. Churches were as common as gas stations. The corner store, the local watering hole, and the barber shop were where friendly neighbors convened. Until demons from hell showed up and took over the town. Now there's no stopping them. And if they can take over Jack County, what's next? But when a group of Navy SEALs are sent undercover and enlist the help of local bikers to take the town back, it's a race against the clock to save Jack County and the rest of humanity. And all hell is about to break loose. Wow.
That is a lot of words. At first I thought Jack County was like a terrible name for somebody. And then you said it was the name of the town. And it was a little better, but still a weird name for a town.
Also, can I just say, this is presented by Ripped Boxers Entertainment.
That sounds like a personal problem. By the way, this is from 2017. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a film that came out called Act of Valor that starred actual, I believe Navy SEALs. I'm not sure. I know there were actual military personnel, but it was an action movie. And, it was cool idea, fun concept. Haven't seen it yet. Looked interesting, though. And then shortly after that, of course, somebody's got to go and do something similar. So you got Navy SEALs versus zombies, and then you got Navy SEALs versus
the demons.
The demons.
All right. So again, if you want to find us, you can find us at thenewlydeads.com. That is your one-stop shop for all things Newly Dead. So we have all of our YouTube entertainment links to that. We've got a blog that Joel writes reviews on all the crazy movies that he watches. I have a blog where I unearth small businesses. So if you have a small business and you'd like to be featured, You're
Yes.
also welcome to contact us at contact@thenewlydeads.com.
Or if you know somebody that has a small business that might like
And that
to
you
be
would like us
featured,
to feature. Yep, please send it on, and I will do a feature of them on our blog. Yeah, we also have events and all sorts of different things like
in
that.
our podcast.
Yes.
We mentioned
and
earlier.
we're still working on the store part of it. But yeah, you're welcome to go there and check out all of the fun things that we've got.
Keep your eyes peeled. Something might happen at some point. We never know.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for watching. And of course, until next week,
Keep it cheap and creepy.
bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going?
I'm gonna finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Over here, I'm a boglin. Me and my buddies need a place to hide out. Come a little closer. Oh, did I scare you? Oh, I do that so well. If you take us home, we'll kiss your Aunt Martha. We'll eat your peas. And we hope you know lots of girls. Hey, the name's Boglins, each sold separately, and we're looking for good homes. Maybe yours?